Hi and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we're hunting through, looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally ones we're still missing from the book. We've got 3 Commonwealth games still to find: Northern Ireland, Wales and Scotland. Navy Centenary with the flag era, and then anything after the Great Fire of London that's gone into circulation would be a nice find as well. There are links down in the description to the books that I use. There's an Amazon affiliate link, so I do get a bit of a kickback if you make a purchase, just so you're aware. But so many people keep asking where I buy these books, and so I've included the link down there if you want to pick one up. But let's get into the bag and see what we find. Okay, in the first bag I'll show you what we're looking for. So Technologies is the definitive design on the £2 coin up until 2015. There are some lower minted technology years, just not low enough that I think that they're worth keeping. But it looks like, oh dear. Case of the Diddleys with bag number 1, hopefully not a sign of things to come, and it will just be improvements from that bag and onwards. A couple of things I want to mention. You might notice I'm still wearing a Christmas jumper, and it's getting a little bit late in January to be wearing Christmas jumpers. Oh. Brunel's Achievements, the Archers at Paddington Station there. Fairly common coin, but it's our first commemorative. Basically, I've got new shirts on order, and they should be with me any day. So I am also recording this pretty much up to date, which is fairly unusual. I'm normally a couple of weeks ahead. Well, we've got Jodie Clark's 5th Portrait of the Queen there. It's Army Centenary, so there's no rotation error on that one. King and Country, that's the correct edge inscription, so we'll pop that on the top row. So yeah, there isn't a massive delay between me recording this and this video going live, which means that I'm up to date on all coin news, which unfortunately means there's not an awful lot to actually talk about, because we're only just into the new year. The annual sets are the most exciting things that have just come out, and we've talked about those at length, the new 2024 coins, and there's not a lot else to actually discuss really, because it's a bit of a slow point of the year. Oh, there's another Brunel's Achievements, Archers at Paddington Station, and nothing else there. So yeah, I guess we've still got plenty of coins to look forward to in this year. Not just the coins from the annual sets getting their own unique releases. Oh, there's Lord Kitchener. So fairly common coin, you'll find plenty of these out in circulation, but you should check for the mule error. On the obverse, the head side of the coin, it should say £2 at the bottom. On this one it does. The mule error is where the wrong die has been used on one side of the coin, and it has Lord Kitchener as the reverse, and doesn't say £2 on the obverse. They are very rare, valuable errors to find. But we'll continue on with another commemorative. Marconi's wireless transmission, again, fairly common coin, but it adds a bit of variety to today's hunt. So now, as I was saying, obviously the coins in the annual coin sets usually get an individual release later in the year, so obviously we know some of the coins that are coming. We also know some of the long-running series will continue. The Tudor Beasts, the British Monarchs, those kind of wonderful things. We've only just got over it, but I wonder if we'll have another Snowman 50p towards the end of this year. There's one more Star Wars 50p to come, the Han Solo and Chewbacca one. And of course, in the Royal Proclamation at the end of last year, we found out there's going to be another Harry Potter coin. A 50p, and one would assume the different ounce silver and gold coins that they did with the previous Harry Potter coins. Marconi's wireless transmission again, and this is a new one for today, the VE Day anniversary. Most common commemorative £2 coin out in circulation, that one. So you'll find plenty of that. There's the second of the Brunel coins, Brunel's Portrait, again. A very common coin. And a whole lot of nothing else. But no, there's obviously, there will be coins that pop up throughout the year that we don't know ahead of time. You can look at some of the anniversaries that are happening in 2024 and try and I guess. I think the one that jumped out to me, but I think it was the RSPCA. It's a big anniversary for them this year, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's an RSPCA coin, which would be quite cool because I like animals on coins, and I'm sure they'll have an animal on that coin. This is our first coin over face value, and there's another 2 coming. Lots of Shakespeare's in this bag. This is Shakespeare's Histories, the more common of the 3. The hollow crown is the correct inscription, so we'll pop that down there. Shakespeare's Comedies there is the rarer of the 3. All the World's a Stage is the right age inscription on that one. Oh wow, the whole Shakespeare set in one bag. That's pretty cool. Shakespeare Tragedies, middle of the road, obviously with the comedies being the rarest, histories being the most common. What a Piece of Work is a Man is the correct age inscription on that. This is the one we have found an age inscription error on before. It said For King and Country, which is the age inscription that's supposed to be on the Army Centenary. VE Day anniversary for the 2nd time today. Actually, we have got counters keeping track of some of the coins that we find. Some common ones, some uncommon ones, just as a sort of out of curiosity to see how many we find over the course of filling the book. Another Shakespeare's Histories, hollow crown. A bit of a run on the Shakespeare's. Shakespeare's are odd because they can sell for what is just a smidge over face value and for quite a bit more. So that's why I was put a bit of a range on it. Right, let's do an edge hunt. £2 coins are the last circulating coins with an edge inscription that's unique to each coin. So if it says standing on the shoulders of giants, which it looks like most of these say, we know that they will all be technologies. So we'll just flip through them all just to make sure I haven't misread anything, which I didn't in that one. And try again. Okay. We've got giants, standing, standing, shoulders, standing, shoulders, standing, magnanimity. So this will be the VE Day anniversary. It's a little bit battered up, but there we go. Fairly common coin, so it's not upsetting to find one in that condition. And something here will turn up, will be Charles Dickens. Again, fairly common coin. Sometimes it does the rounds. People think that that's a very rare and valuable coin, when it really isn't. It's a very, very common one which you'll find plenty of. But we carry on. Let's see what treasures we'll find. But obviously, being stuck on 3 Commonwealth games, it can sometimes feel like we're going to be doing it. We're stuck on this book for a long, long time, but it's just the way it goes. Eventually, given enough coin hunts, we will fly through it and complete the book. Brennan's achievements there. Archers at Paddington Station once again. Well, that'll be something. It says £2 at the bottom. 2012. Is that Charles Dickens? It is. Super stuff. Nothing new for today's hunt, but there we go. Obviously the more common ones we naturally should find more of over time. But no, it's been so long since we had a commemorative £2 coin going to circulation. In fact, this is the last one that went into circulation. It's the Great Fire of London. If you have a look at it, I think it's one of the most stunning £2 coins out there. There's so much lovely detail in that design. Perhaps 2024 could be the year we get a new circulating commemorative £2 coin. I wouldn't hold my breath, primarily because with new definitives having been released in 2023, I just got a sneaky suspicion we're going to get lots of definitives in the next couple of years. VE Day anniversary once again, but I kind of wish the way they approached it. Oh look, another VE Day anniversary. Because I think I've said it many times, coin collecting, you can draw its parallels with football. Now, I'm not a massive football fan, but I can get this analogy, that there's a lot of focus on the grassroots of football, and it's a similar thing with coin collecting. Most of us start collecting by finding an interesting coin in our change. Whether it ends up being rare or not, it unlocks the knowledge that there are lots of different coins out there, and that can start off someone that's had no interest in coins to becoming a coin collector, and some of those will eventually go through to start buying BU coins, silver coins, gold coins, yada yada yada. If you don't look after the people that start when they start with their circulating coins, you're limiting or reducing the amount of people who are eventually going to be spending the big bucks. So I kind of wish, oh look, Robert Burns, smidge over face value, not enormously so, but it's still a nice find. So say for instance if they decide we need 10 million £2 coins minted in 2024. I get that there's going to be a desire to get the new definitives out there, because there's always more definitives than there are commemoratives, but out of that 10 million order, which is a number I've plucked off the top of my head, I kind of wish they could do 8 million new definitives. That would be fine. Leaving 2 million for some commemoratives, which could be 1 million of the National Gallery, 1 million of the Churchill ones, which actually makes them rather desirable, having 1 million mintage. Or if it's reduced, I'd say they do need 5 million £2 coins for the year. Well, let's just do 500,000 of each of the commemoratives. Apologies for that small cut, my memory card on my camera is full up. I normally delete things as I transfer them over to my laptop for editing, but I must have not been doing that recently. Anyway, wireless transmission there, fairly common. As I was saying, if they have a very small order that's not, say, 10 million, it's 5 million, that still could be 500,000 of each of the commemoratives, and then 4 million definitives. So you're still getting the balance, right, of putting more definitives into circulation than commemoratives, but there's still plenty of room to make a batch of commemoratives too, which I think would really reinvigorate coin collecting. Charles Dickens there, another fairly common one, but no, that would be my priority for the Royal Mint. So that was the last bag. Whoops. I've got a bit heads up playing around with having to delete some files on the fly, and hopefully not delete any files from this video, because that would then totally kibosh the upload. But anyway, links as usual in the description of this video to my coin collecting Discord server, so if you come along and join that. There's also links to my other social media channels, the PO Box address if you want to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company YouTube channel, the company I work for as my day job. I am going to whiz through these coins now and see if there are any errors I've missed as we've been passing through them. Unfortunately, no errors found through all those coins. It doesn't always happen, but it is definitely worth checking for, because when you do find them, that's quite exciting. And of course nothing new for the book either, because we've already got all of these coins, but a nice little range of star finds. I'd pick possibly the bag that had all three of the Shakespeares in them. That was pretty cool, but I do love the Great Fire of London £2 coin. But as ever, you'll have to let me know in the comments what your favourite coin from today's video is, and all it leads me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!